Welcome. I hope you guys had a great holiday. We did not make a video for Onecraknews yesterday due to the holiday and me spending time and getting a lot of information so that we can come out and deliver this to you in 4K. Now, let's get to the gist of why we're here. There was a situation that happened with Debra Messing asking for the people who was on the list going to the President Trump's fundraising party. And everyone was up in arms as the Will and Grace co-star and her both put in for the fact that they wanted to know who they shouldn't work with anymore if they were on the list. And this is a problem that happened many years ago. And Whoopi Goldberg brought it up and she beat me to my video. I was just about to talk about the Trumbo situation. This happened with Trumbo. If you guys don't remember, the writer that wrote all these great movies had to do it in secret and couldn't be credited for all of his great works. You know, he was winning Oscars for best movies in the world, Roman's Holiday. He couldn't because of the Cold War. You know, people who didn't support the war or things of that nature, they were seen as communists and they were against America. So they couldn't participate in everything. So they wanted a list of all these people who were involved and they were punished because of it. People killed themselves over this because they were scrutinized so much. Well, I've also watched the Trumbo movie. Bryan Cranston played Trumbo. He was great. Trumbo used to lay in a bathtub all day full of water in a tub like he's taking a bath and do his writing. It's crazy. No, he wasn't a ghost writer. He was actually a star writer who had to, because his name was being criticized for being one of the writers who was not supporting the war and all this stuff. He was looked at as a communist. He had to write in secret because he couldn't even get a job to pay his rent. So he had to go write under a different name. And he didn't even show up at the Oscars. He would win an Oscar and couldn't show up to get it because it's him. Then people would see his face. So this was during the Cold War, during that time. And this is why what she's suggesting is I understand what she's trying to do, but it's dangerous. Okay, you're going to punish someone because they're voting for somebody or supporting someone you don't like. So therefore, you can't do work with them. So you're basically prejudging them, doing something that Trump and his people are being accused of. So it's very hypocritical. You're doing the same things. You can't take away people's rights to be idiots. They could vote for whoever they want. They could support whoever they want. If you do business with someone, that's your own personal thing. If you choose not to do business with them, but they shouldn't, their privacy is their privacy. They have their right to be private supporters of something. That's their ideals. They could be public, they could be private. You have that right. No one's asking you to show a list on who you support and everything that's in your life. Why would you ask that of them, Deborah? I understand your passion. I understand your passions. But people are not going to gravitate to your ideals just because you're badgering the other people. It's okay to badger them. It's not. You just make that side stronger. So you have to be smarter when you approach these situations, and that is definitely not a smart approach. I don't agree with anything Donald Trump has ever done in the White House or as president or the people even behind him. He's fired more people the people that he said was a great staff, and this was the greatest picks. He didn't fire all of them, so how great were they if they keep getting fired? But that's beside the point. People have a right to vote for them. The people who are voting for them, he's not doing anything for them anyway. And they just brainwashing all these other people to believe their jobs are threatened. He's using a fear tactic so that people would vote. That's people's fault. Now, if you want to be on the front lines and politic against that and be out there making statements and videos, and then join the party of the Democrat or whoever you support. And aren't you from England? Maybe I'm wrong, but is Debra Messing even from America? Isn't she from like England? So one of you guys could look that up for me, because I don't know. I don't know, but I thought she was from England. She might be American. If she is, I apologize. I always used to confuse her with Tracy Ullman. She reminds me of a Tracy Ullman type of comedian. Tracy was better though. She was better looking. Deborah's better looking. I met Debra Messing. I met Debra Messing here in Chicago. She's from Australia. She was born in New York. She was born in New York, but she's from Australia. Is that what y'all saying? I met Debra Messing. Met her in 2004. They were filming a movie here in Chicago in Humble Park called Humble Park. I think they changed the name to something else, but it was called Humble Park. Well, she was dating a Puerto Rican, John Lemazamo, the pest. I think she was dating him. And they were all playing Puerto Ricans. Coming home for Christmas. I don't even know. Well, I would believe she was Jewish if her last name is Messing. Yeah, I think they just misspoke, because now it's gonna get her attention, but in a negative way. So if they wanted attention in a negative way, then they got it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people change their names. Stewart, Cooper. That's what I say. Most of these are Jewish names. And your name is Vargenhagen Hargenslitz, you might want to change that. Some people be like, "We're the golden Schlingenhagen virgins." Yep, I know. I think they had the right idea. They just went about it wrong. They just posted the wrong thing, and she's getting looked at now, and a lot of people are gonna be like, "Who is Debra Messing?" Yeah, she's from New York. She's an American. You were right. Born in New York. I didn't know she got married to Daniel Zellman. That's a screenwriter and television producer. Wink, wink. She married him for 16 years. Now she's out and about. Oh, nothing like the holidays. That's what it's called. I know it was called Humble Park when they filmed it, but then it's nothing like the holidays is the official title of the movie. Yep, there was John Limazano. Gosh, my memory is good. Nothing like the holidays. Yep, that's when I met them. It was like 2000. That was 2008. So it had to have been like 2007 here in Chicago. Rest in peace to Elizabeth Pena, who was in the movie. She passed away in 2014. She was in Rush Hour, Down and Out in Beverly Hills. She was in The Incredibles. Yep, shouts out to her. Oh, and LaBamba, she was Richie's girlfriend. Yep, but his brother took her from him. Well, I think now that Debra Messing and put herself in a position where people are gonna come after her and all this craziness, but she'll survive. She got enough people to back her. But she just made a mistake in how she went about doing it. Can't take away people's rights to be assholes.